So, that's right, we still got the smooth jazz going. Why? Because you completely disregarded a bullet by turning into a rock.
Yep. Sounds like a smooth jazz move to me.
Accurate. Let me see if I have the scene ready. I think I do. Solo sessions. Yeah, I have the abandoned structure ready. Okay. Let me view scene so I can have it ready. Your character has no dark vision, correct?
I do not believe it has dark vision.
Yeah, I don't see it. Okay. But it does have the torch light. Okay. Cool. That's super exciting to me, actually. Okay, we're gonna have to improv literally all of that.
Nice. I love improv.
Yeah. I don't know how this section is gonna play out. However, I do know that there is the potential for you to obtain an item that is way too powerful for you.
Yay.
That literally
hope so.
game breaker.
Awesome.
I am not going to let you use it until the session 1 of the campaign.
Okay.
But it'll
That's
just
fair enough.
it'll just have non-arcane interaction with you until the first session. And sometimes when you pull something, it just won't work. Like, try to figure out something, it might not work. Pull some mischief.
Sounds good to me.
Go back to Overworld, and then... So, behind the scenes, I did 4 more encounter rules to make sure that we had the potential of, let's see what settings. Can I line pick it?
Oh, one question I did not ask you. Are we doing fixed health or are we doing rolled?
Fixed health.
Okay.
Just because rolled has the potential of being really awful for you or really good. I like the idea of it being really good, but I think it's better.
The idea of it being really horrible is really, really bad.
Yeah. So I would rather it be based off the stats you chose, and it fixed based off the stats you chose. Mainly due to if would you roll, it would be with your Constitution modifier. I think is pluses that maybe that happen. I don't know how roll works. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, rolled is every time you level up, you roll whatever your hit dice is.
Oh, that makes
and
sense.
Add your Constitution modifier.
Okay, so it just takes the average of hit dice and adds con modifier. That's fixed. Okay. Yeah, we'll leave it as fixed. Are you redrawing over what I did already?
Yes, because I know you as a person.
Yes. Okay, let me delete mine.
So...
No, you're right. Where's mine?
Well,
which one's mine? Okay, hold on.
I think that one's yours. There we go.
Let's
I got
delete this, and I'll delete mine. You redraw yours.
Oh, I had already redrawn mine.
I don't care. Oh, there
So
it is.
the reason I did this is because knowing you would find a way to make 2 river crossings an issue. Or something like that. So
I thought about it.
And then
I would have just said, does that... I was honestly planning on saying... I was honestly planning on saying, so that looks good, right?
Nope. Not crossing the river twice, especially not really close to an ocean.
Why not? You're a turtle. You have good swim speed.
I was born and raised in Southern California. I know what happens when a river meets an ocean.
What's wrong with
That
a rip
shit.
current?
Death. I haven't told very many people this story. My dad actually got caught in riptide, and it carried him from Santa Barbara all the way down below Tijuana, Mexico. And he finally got himself back into land and had to hike his way to find somebody. Found somebody, got a ride to the border of Mexico, and then couldn't get across the border of Mexico because he didn't have his ID or anything like that, or passport or anything to prove that he was a U.S. citizen.
Well,
So,
and he's still in Tijuana to this day.
no, my grandma had to drive from Banning, California to Santa Barbara to grab his ID and all of his stuff out of his truck, which she had to break the window to get to. Then drive down to the border by Tijuana in San Diego. Or not in San Diego, south of San Diego. And show them his ID and say, "That's my son. He got caught in a rip current," in order for him to get back across the border.
Which is fair. I mean, it's unfortunate that they have to do that, but I get that too. They have to actually keep people out if they don't have their ID.
Right. It was just like,
look at my phone number. It was from it's from here. I registered my phone in X city of California.
Technically, my dad is the only person I know of that has hopped the border back to Mexico.
True. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Okay. I do enjoy that story. So make sure you cross here and right there and right there again. And we'll just do rip current rules. Drag you down the border to Mexico.
Yep. Go down and get back in Daggerfort and have to do the same trip over again.
Yeah. Bring you all the way back down to Baldur's Gate. Start over.
That'd be pretty funny because I am a turtle, so I.
Yep.
I don't know how that would work. Do I float?
I would think so.
Or do I sink?
I think you could probably end up controlling having an air pocket in your shell. Wow, look, a floating rock.
Shark eating a floating rock.
Exactly. There's no need for a shark to eat a floating rock. Okay.
I'm not a rock. I'm a buoy.
Yes.
All right. I'm derailing you.
Correct. That's fine. We have 50 minutes. So, with no issues, first of all, you are able to let's get to at least there. Up until this point, there is not any encounters. We already rolled for them. The way you drew your lines, there is a bridge over that river section.
Okay.
Because it's a highly traveled road, and the fact that there's dots there on the dashes on this map means that there's a road there. So there's guaranteed bridges across those. But if other areas like this, there's not necessarily, right? All the way back down by all the other rivers that don't have red dashes across them. You would have to find a way to manually cross those sections. Thus are the benefits of... I'm going to just put your token up there. Or over here. Help. But we know you're at our deep forest. You end up arriving at night because Well, actually, whether or not you let's avoid it that way instead of me railroading you that way. The forest is dense enough that sunlight can't reach through the canopy. So regardless of time of day, it appears to be night inside the forest.
Okay.
I'm going to quickly make a token. Actually, I have to create an actor. What was the name of? Oh, actually, you know what? I have a journal article. I think art input for you. Where's the?
It should be in my journals.
Yeah.
Do you know how to access player journals?
There it is. I think NPCs. That's somebody's. Player specific. I don't think so.
Go to the journals tab by the chat box.
Oh, I found it.
Yeah.
That jazz is smooth. Save image as. Wow, get rid of that. I don't want that there anymore. Then back to the actors. Let's create an actor. Player NPCs. Or, yeah, that works. Because they're not. Great actor. I just want a token. That's all I really care about.
Orphandar Flotion.
Orphandar Flotion. Yep.
Even had a picture in there.
Yeah. I did good things. Okay, how do I... Portrait. Yes. No. Help. I'm breaking everything. How do I change the image for a token?
Sorry, right click the actor
Okay.
and click tokenizer.
Okay.
That popped up?
Yep.
Okay. Up at the top where it says avatar.
Yep.
If you go straight across, it has a modify checkbox. Like that.
Okay.
And then down at the bottom, you have what looks like a console with an up arrow.
Yes.
It says upload from your computer. Click that.
Okay, got it. Maybe? Do I have it? It's not letting me do anything. Oh, because I have to click. Ah, there it is. Okay. And then it's like shoving it as a rectangle above a circle.
Can you share your screen so I know what you're talking about?
Sure. Hold on. I'm going to pause recording. All right, we're back.
All right.
some information preparation. So you arrive at your your desired destination of Ardeep, and you have a torch out already as you reach this area. There is a kind of winding dirt path that seems to have been traveled, not necessarily a ton, but enough to provide an inkling that this was a place in the past that has been walked over many times, to the point where a vast majority of vegetation has died out.
Okay.
What's your goal? What's your
Vast majority of vegetation has died out.
on the walkways?
Okay, so it's not like a giant open clearing where a bunch of vegetation is dead
No.
randomly. It's just
Are you,
a walk path.
yeah, are you able to see the...
I am looking at the world map currently.
Oh, that is the reason. Okay,
Oh, okay.
that would be why. I was wondering why the S was marked on overworld map, and that would be why. Let's see if I pull you, if that does it. Whenever the software decides to load. There it is. Towards the top of the map.
Alright, let's see what I can... There we go. Alright, I see a giant rock and some stumps.
Yep.
What looks like a clearing of vegetation.
Correct.
Kind of like a road a little bit.
Yep.
Alright. I will travel down the road.
Excellent.
Am I moving unrestricted or am I moving turn-based?
Unrestricted.
Okay. So, I think he'd be looking for movement of any kind.
Sure.
Just, like, he's approaching a civilization, so he'd probably be looking out for things.
Curious, does it leave a fog of war trail? It does, kind of. I think it does. Nice. Okay. I think so.
Believe it does, yeah.
Based off of what I'm seeing, it looks like it. Which is a good thing. That's fine with me.
I'll do a test. Click on the light bulb
Light
on the
bulb.
left side,
Okay.
and then it should have a cloud, and it says reset fog of war.
Right. Okay.
Yep. That reset the fog of war.
Yeah, it
so
did.
there was a
Okay.
little section right up here
Let's
that
go
I
back.
couldn't see before
And then
that
go
I
back
can't
again.
now. Yep.
Now it's back. No, I want that on. That's fine.
I was making sure that the test worked.
Okay, good. Roll perception for me.
Oh, good. We don't want to use my passive. I like that.
I could do that. Oh yeah, I can see why you don't want to. Great. There's just the dirt road. There's nothing past that line of trees there. South of you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just keep following this dirt road.
Yeah, there's just not a reason for you to have paid attention to it yet.
To what?
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay. You're paying attention to movement. You just don't sense any.
I mean, I'm paying attention as much as he pays attention to anything.
As you
He
approach
was a
this,
turtle.
as you approach this area, there's a ornate stone / marble door in front of you.
Would I identify this as the RD keep or whatever they call it? The location that should be here.
This is definitely, well, actually, this is not definitely. Let's do a history.
Yeah, because I'm great at that. Oh wait, I am actually
Yeah,
great
you
at
are, because you're going into wizard. Yes, this is the location where you should be. This is the place where you would expect to run into. I don't remember his name. Let me scroll up.
that. Lower Findar.
Yes, this is the place you would expect to run into him.
Okay.
And his name has also been mentioned multiple times to you
Yep.
in character.
All right, so I'm gonna go up and knock on the door. Like, yeah, I would knock before I would try to open it. See if there's any response to knocking.
As you approach within, hold on, give me a second. Okay. As you approach within 5 feet of the door, the stone lips, there's stone lips appear in front of the, well, not in front of, on top of the door, and begin moving in a way that echoes through the stillness of the courtyard. You who tread upon the grounds of the Flotian legacy, state your purpose or prepare to depart. Trespassers will find little welcome here. New item, new item. What is new
Oh.
item?
I was trying to look at the description of the item to see what it was because I don't remember having created a new item. And it doesn't look like it is anything.
Oh, and features?
Yeah, it says
that was
other features, new item.
me
and I
trying to
didn't know what it
determine how
was.
to create macros in somebody's character, and you were there. You're the test subject. That doesn't exist.
Okay. Works for me. All right. So, he would say, I was told by the elves in Everesca that Alorfindar would be an eldritch knight that I should seek out, or at least know, to train in the ways of eldritch knights and wizards. I am interested in becoming a wizard as well as training as an eldritch knight.
Interesting. I will inform him of your arrival.
My name is Lytherion Korath.
Lytherion Karath. Okay. You wait for a short period of time.
I think while he's waiting, he would just sit like cross-legged on the floor with his sword resting across his knees and kind of meditate or goose fraba, think about what he's going to say to Alorfindar, because he knows it's going to be a petition
Right.
type of deal.
Okay. Let's pull up the. As you do wait, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes before he does finally end up walking up and revealing the door actually slides into the wall to the left as Alorfindar is now before you as you sit cross-legged on the floor with your sword over your lap.
As soon as there was any motion to the door, he would have stood up and stood at a soldier's attention.
Yes, you sought my presence.
Yes, I was told that you were an Eldritch Knight of excellent rapport, and you are a man of honor, and I am interested in any tutelage or any guidance you may have for a young soldier looking towards becoming an Eldritch Knight.
Interesting. Why should I take you on?
In all honesty, you should not. There's no reason. Other than maybe that you are interested in somebody with the drive and determination to get through any challenges that they may face. And I train well, I learn quick. But I don't have any specific reason why you would choose me over anybody else that you may have perspective for.
Well, so you seek the capability of blending magic and fight.
Oh, absolutely. I've seeked the arcane ever since I discovered that it was possible.
Was that a reference to a live that happened recently?
Was that a reference to what?
Okay, hold on.
That's generally understood, but not.
Okay.
I'm not speaking proper English.
Okay.
I'm in the mind of a commoner.
Okay, I was just making sure because I was like, what? Sheldon's smart. What happened?
I am actively dumbing
Okay.
myself down
Okay.
for my character.
Excellent. Could you repeat your last statement? My whole mind went on a tangent. In character.
Okay. So my last statement was you asked if I had interest of blending magic and fighting, and I said yes, I am trained in fighting, but have seeked the arcane ever since I knew it existed.
That is good to know. It is very useful to be able to have arcane defenses in your fighting, especially when dealing with people who aren't clever enough to comprehend.
I've found that cleverness is a way of disguising what one lacks.
That's true. It takes not only mental fortitude, but physical fortitude to be well-rounded.
I'm a turtle. I'm already well-rounded.
You make a great point. So, would you like to enter the... I have a larger room if you would like to be invited inside. I have an area where we can go through aspects of combat.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you very much. And he'll kind of be like bouncing on his toes, all 500 plus pounds of him. Just like he did not expect to get this far to actually talking to him.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, this is a legendary figure, and he's actually talking to me, kind of nervous
Yeah.
energy.
He is do an insight check.
Okay. I'm about to die, aren't I? I have no insight. Come on, stupid thing. There we go.
Excellent. -1.
Yep. Sounds about right for him. Don't you hate it when they roll so bad you can't tell them things you want to tell them?
Yes.
I don't get it.
What don't you get?
On my monitors, I can go from my top monitor down to my bottom monitor, but I cannot go from my bottom monitor up to my top monitor.
Yeah, that is.
There's a
confusing.
hard block there that sometimes is there and sometimes isn't, and it doesn't make any sense to me. But go ahead. Sorry. I was distracting myself from my own what I was supposed to be focused on.
So, how I like to roll or deal with low insight, you can't read them at all.
I wouldn't expect to. I wouldn't expect my character to be trying to think of what other people are thinking. He would see that as a lost cause. Trying to understand other people's brains is like
Unhelpful.
arcane is easier.
Yeah, true.
Science is easier.
Give me a second for lighting, because I think I broke walls. Maybe not. Okay, yeah. No, we're good. You can see through that lighting. Okay. It does
And I do see walls, but some walls are missing.
Correct. That is intentional. Some walls are missing. Okay. Great. So this one, he leads you down a hallway where you see a door here and a door over here. And he continues all the way down. Apparently there's a window, I guess is what those are. So let's delete that because that shouldn't be these should be gapes in the walls that should be, some of them are windows, some of them are not, so I have to, they've made some windows that shouldn't be. Okay, so now we're back to
it still shows to me the same.
Yes, it does, but
even though there's windows
through the window, which is actually not a window, it's an alcove that has spider webs in front of it. But he just kind of brushes them off to the side. It's meant to look like an illusory wall of stone and spider webs through a stone glass, but he just walks through it.
Okay. So as he starts to walk through what appears to me to be a wall, I'm going to take my claw and prick my hand just to make sure I'm not like hallucinating or dreaming or some kind of thing like that. Pinch yourself to make sure you're awake kind of thing.
Sure.
Because this is like dream come true. I'm entering the guy who I'm supposed to be talking to is actually letting me in his house.
Yeah. No, I understand what's happening. It depends on whether or not... We'll see how the situation plays out, to be honest. I have a plan for this area here. Not necessarily evil. His alignment is chaotic good. Based off of what I found, unless my information is incorrect.
That sounds correct to me.
Traditionally described as chaotic good. So he doesn't You were standing at attention. You asked for permission. You explained why. And he invited you in to fight. So from his perspective of you not bluntly rushing in. By the way, this whole place is pitch black, besides your torch, providing light.
Okay.
You can tell that he most likely has forms of dark vision and intentionally lives in darkness to avoid attracting unwanted attention to his living space.
Okay.
So he'll go through here. Let's actually go through here.
I feel like his soldier's nature would come into play here, and he would step almost to a position of. Let me see if this will let me. I'm gonna go halfway between two spots.
Yeah,
but...
you just gotta hold shift for it. I'm also dealing with issues on now trying to get this right. Here, let me. Oop.
Are those benches there, or?
Yes, those are wooden cathedral pews.
Okay.
He's effectively taken up an old monastery.
Okay.
And it has intentionally left things the way that he found it, and not taken overly high care of cleaning the environment. He himself is very clean, but his environment is more. If I wanted it clean, I could do it with magic. I don't have a need to do it. But yes,
Right.
wooden pews.
Okay. So he would just be standing at attention in front of him. His sword would have been back in his holster or his sheath, whatever you want to call it. And he'd just be holding the torch like he would be if he was guarding the top of a wall. Just standing at a relaxed attention with the torch up.
So, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you probably won't notice. Okay. So, what I would like for us to do is I would like to test your capabilities. See whether I should train you directly or send you to people I've trained before. Whether you surpass them or you need training from other people. There's no point in teaching you what other people can.
Understood. Do I have permission to draw my weapons, and where should I leave my torch?
Here, and then we'll just make, I will actually draw, lighting out.
Is that clock not covering?
Is that working? I think so. Yeah, it is. Okay.
You can move that tile wherever you want it.
Oh, I took care of it a different way.
Okay.
Tile gone. Okay, great. Let's see if I turn your torch off now.
Yep, my torch is off.
Can you see the lighting?
Yes, I see dim light. It looks like moonlight.
Okay, good. So as you say, where should I put my torch? Oh, he'll press the digitation your torch out, and then snap his finger, and there's a light that comes from seemingly all directions. And
Okay.
he says, "Yes, let's see what you have."
Okay. I will equip my sword, and realizing that this is, or knowing that this is going to be a hard fought battle, I'll have my shield as well.
All right. He will intentionally set his. How do I intentionally set initiative? Like manually.
Right click and click update combatant.
Update combatant. Okay. Initiative value. Great.
Good thing he did.
Yep.
My initiative always sucks. Even if I could have a +20 to initiative and I'd roll a natural one. That's ridiculous.
All right.
All right. So, let's see. Is my character long rested? I believe so. Looks like it.
You definitely should if it is not. You can click the button.
Yeah, I just
first.
wanted to make sure before I actually started into combat. So he'll pull out his sword and his shield, and he'll ready up and say, "On your command."
By all means, initiate.
All right. As soon as he states that, he will lunge in with his longsword,
Go for it.
or short sword. Sorry.
Excellent. Hold on. You actually get a attack off on him, and he does not move. He does not flinch in any sense to the pain that you've given. But you feel
Okay.
the sword actually enter or slash into whatever target is in front of you.
Okay. So as the sword hits, I'll activate my claws in the same hand that my sword's in.
Mhm.
And as I pull the sword back out, I'll shove my claws towards that same spot.
Okay.
That should be offhand, so it should not have proficiency. So that's a 10.
That one does miss.
Okay. And then, assuming this is a try your best, don't hold back situation,
Mhm.
I'm going to action surge and do the same thing again. Oh, actually, the Vex on my oh wait, no, I don't have mastery of a short sword, do I? Oh, I think I have one.
Verifying.
Oh, yep, I do.
You do.
Okay, so those claws should have been an advantage.
Okay.
So 21.
Why it says 23 though.
Proficiency
Okay,
bonus
right.
is off because I am using it as offhand.
As
It just doesn't have an option for offhand.
your claws go to attack him, you see a shimmering force field that prevents the claw attack.
Okay.
Make
Do I
sure
need
you
to
do
roll
your-
damage for my short sword?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna get there and just make sure you do damage for
Okay.
all that hit.
Okay, so the claws did not hit.
The claws did not hit.
Okay.
Neither of the attacks for the claw did.
Okay, so then short sword again with the action surge.
Mhm.
I don't think action surge gives me another bonus action though.
The 19 hits. Or actually, hold on. Let me look up shield. Plus,
It should be
plus
until
5
his
to
next
AC.
turn.
Yeah, until next turn. So that would also miss.
All right, so he would. Oops. as he's attacking, he would be moving around to behind him
Sure.
and trying to get whatever opportunity he could out of it.
Sure.
And seeing that not work quite as well as he wanted it to, he's going to end his turn and see, like, prepare and see what he has coming to him. Because it does not seem like it's going to be good. About
Sure.
to get his ass whooped. He already knew he was going to get his ass whooped, but he already knows that you don't hold back in a training situation. You attack as if you're trying to kill the person. Otherwise, you get fucked up more for not being serious.
Correct. When he does this, he's going to
Is my background noise distracting you? I don't know if it's coming through.
it's coming through, but that's not what's distracting me. I'm looking through all of his options.
Okay. I just turned my gain down, so maybe it won't come through now.
He's going to turn around, look at you, while making eye contact, back up. It's not showing
Intentionally provoking an opportunity attack?
Correct.
Okay.
Back up to 25 feet. Presuming you don't have Sentinel, which I don't believe you do, something to stop him from actually moving out of the way.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, did that do the same thing? Same roll again? Yep.
Okay. That would... hold on. Until his next turn, right? So that would hit.
Okay. It could target that token. Damage. Roll? No, it didn't. I clicked the button, it just didn't roll it. There we go.
Noted. 7. As he backs up, he is going to go back to this section here and use this. And he is going to... So let's read it. Create 3 glowing darts of magical force energy. Each dart... the darts all strike simultaneously, and you can direct them to hit one creature. Creates 1 more dart for each level cast above level 1. So it's going to be... hold on. He's going to cast it at 8th level for a total of... Oh, ignore that. It's this one. There you go. For, in the first round, 28 force damage, because they all automatically hit. They ignore ACs. Magic missile attacks automatically hit their target, regardless of AC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was dexterity save or something like that, but...
No, there's not. The magic missile is used for that reason because it's guaranteed damage, but it's 3d4.
Low.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he upcasted to level 8 to hit
All
28
right.
damage because he knew shield, turtle, fighter. So he's
All
like,
right.
well, a physical attack is not going to work. End turn.
That puts me down.
That puts you down.
Yep. So yeah, if you right click on there and you click apply damage
Oh,
to
yeah,
me.
24, yeah. Oh, hey, look at that. Force damage. Mana burn.
That's very appropriate.
You feel the energy tug violently at the arcane essence, at your arcane essence until a portion of it tears loose. One of the highest level spell slots you have available to cast is harmlessly expended. You may prepare this spell slot as usual after a long rest. At which point, after seeing you instantly down, he's kind of disappointed. You don't see that, but you can feel it in your soul as you pass unconscious. To be clear, each of these he intentionally does in not one line. He makes it so all of them form like an outwards web, and then they recenter on you.
Yeah.
So they all arc out in different directions, like one of those surface-to-air missile launchers where there's like 10 of them going out towards a single target, and then they all convene on that target later. Thankfully that one didn't do anything like destroy you.
Right?
Yeah.
Destroy my shell.
Yeah.
That would piss me off.
With that, he's going to walk over. I gotta check time. Okay, I got 2 minutes. He's going to walk over, see that you went unconscious, and he's going to stabilize with a help action. He's going to do a medicine check. Let me see if he has anything
Pretty sure I saw one go towards there.
that makes it so he succeeds. Oh, he does
That feels so
have
much better.
an action surge because a mix of fighter and magic, so he'll action surge for a medicine check.
Okay.
And he'll use a legendary action to succeed on it. If he fails the saving throw, he can choose to succeed instead.
Legendary resistance.
Well, I guess that's a saving throw, so never mind. But let's do a medicine check regardless. It's a 10 to stabilize. Okay, great. Thank goodness. I was hoping this legendary creature wouldn't fail on a medicine check.
Right? I told you it is not hard for you to kill my characters.
Yeah, well, this is an intelligent creature. It's not like a fighter that would just charge you blindly.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm a fighter.
yeah. It seems you have training to do. Quite a bit. As you wake up groggily on the floor from one attack.
Immediately as I wake up, second wind twice.
Okay. Great.
And so as I wake up and I do my second wind twice, I'll stand back up to my feet and say, in that case, should we go again? And I'll ready myself up.
If that's what you want. We can try again. But as I have out of character and obligation, we can do this next time. And then next session that we do this, there will also be stuff that happens around the environment here.
Okay.
So I will end it here, and we can continue this time, and you can prepare a bit more thinking. Because he was also kind of expecting the fight to go on a bit longer as somebody who approached on his doorstep.
Well, I was looking for training. I wasn't looking for a fight.
Well, yeah, but he's...
Yeah,
trained
you have
other
another
people.
obligation. We'll pick it up
Yeah.
later.
Okay, I'll talk to you then. Bye for
All right.
now.
Bye.